What's up, people? We're back. Tough Times, episode 38.
Back again.
Let's start off with your outfit, miss, but what are you wearing?
I'm wearing your hand-me-downs, Ryan. This is like taking me back to the 90s.
Misbah now plays for the Rams, apparently.
I look like I'm about to do the Tour de France, actually.
You may be on the Los Angeles Rams with that on.
I'm roided out, ready to roll.
Roided out and ready to roll. You got to be careful tossing that around. You know, you got a whole fitness following. They're going to be like, yeah,
right,
it all makes sense now.
Lose all credibility instantly.
Honestly, couldn't believe the roids thing anyway because...
what, if I did roids, you're saying?
Yeah, I just wouldn't believe it because I just don't see it, you know?
What, me doing roids?
Well, I just don't see, like,
I don't like
benefits
needles.
of it. I mean, like, I'm over here trying to, like, move a couch that one time, and you just couldn't help me. And you were just... We mentioned it before, earlier episode.
You will never let me live this down.
No.
It's funny because I've been moving couches every weekend for the past 4 weeks. And I've been doing
it. It's so wild that you just keep moving couches.
Well, it's not couches. Sorry, boxes. Boxes and couches.
Oh, the truth comes clean, you know?
But hey, you add up enough boxes. You add up enough boxes, and it turns into,
I don't know.
The equivalent load of a couch.
Relatively close. Misbah, you brought us some beer, huh?
I did. I feel like Ryan always has the drinks on this show, so I figured, you know what? Let me throw him some of this sacred, nectar.
It was funny too because he felt the need to toss the price around too. Like he couldn't even just enjoy the beer. He was like, I got to the register and this was $20, and I was just like, man. I love that. He's just got to let me know the value.
Well, dude, it's one of those things, like, they didn't have prices on any of the beers. And you kind of forget about the fact that,
Where did you buy it at? In the city?
Yeah.
Is there, like, an extra tax on it out there?
Probably, yeah. There's some, like, glass or plastic tax.
I love that.
Dude, getting soda in the city sucks.
I can imagine, yeah.
I heard
you've had me smuggle it to you from the outskirts.
You have. You brought me, like, a 2-liter.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's like you knew I wanted the big one, too.
Yeah.
You're off the soda right now.
Yeah, I quit soda, fries, and candy. I'm off all three.
That's a very specific trifecta.
I just said all three of them are unneeded. You know, I was
including fries. That's kind of.
I didn't eat them. Honestly, it was a waste of space in my meals, and I just was eating too many of them. I mean, what's wild? Here's this, right? So the other day I was gonna go to Wendy's, and And I stopped myself from going to Wendy's because, like, Wendy's food is so bad sometimes.
Yeah, it can be.
Like, it's so bad sometimes that you need the fries to, like, chase whatever you're eating down. Like, if you're eating some nuggets, you're like, man, that nugget was horrible. But if I follow it with, like, 2 fries, it's better.
Yeah, it adds some realness to it.
I just changed my whole tone. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to go to Wendy's now. I'm not even going to eat fast food now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, now I don't even eat fast food.
Do you notice a difference?
I do go to Chick-fil-A, and I like, just get chicken. It's just like, that's all I get.
And, dude, their chicken is actually, like, it tastes kind of healthy.
And I'm not even mad about the fries there because, like, I get so many of the butt ends of the potato. It's just like, why are they even included in... I throw those out the window every time.
That's amazing.
I would love to get pulled over for that, you know? And, like, the cop's just like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, you know, you need to take this up with Chick-fil-A, sir.
Dude, there is, like, a big fee for that. It's like $500 when you get caught littering.
But it's not littering. You're throwing food out the window.
Yeah, but...
Is that littering?
Of course that's littering.
What do you mean, of course that's littering? What do you mean, of course that's littering? How are you just so sure of that?
What are you going to come back with?
Food out the window.
Bro, if there's anybody that could get away with it, it's you.
I'm just saying,
You'd
it's
get pulled
food,
over
you
for
know?
that. Like,
you know, my sister got caught throwing a cigarette out the window one time.
And did she get a ticket?
Oh, yeah.
She did?
Dude, it was hilarious. It was like a big spectacle, you know? It was just like...
Wait, were you in the car?
No, I wasn't in the car. No, but...
That would have been bigger.
But it was funny, like, it came to light when the letter hit the house. Like, we all lived at the house
Always
still.
does,
So it was just like, my mom was like, what's this? You know, she opened it right up. You know, my mom didn't care about those types of laws, you know, like mail laws, privacy laws.
Yeah.
But it had your name on it. She was opening it. She was like,
hilarious.
well, it's got half my name on it. Rinz
And it's
me.
from the state, so
Yeah.
you're like, I need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, so how much was the fee?
Oh, dude, it was like $200 fine. Wow. I think she had to pay.
That's insane. Dude,
Yeah,
but
and I thought it was funny, and I was like, you know, serves you right. Shouldn't be tossing your white trash all over the road.
You literally would get away with that,
I think she quit smoking cigarettes right after that. She was like, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I, like, totally glossed over that. I never knew she smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, it was like a big thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just like we were all like, "What are you doing, huh? Smoking cigarettes, huh?"
Wait, so you guys didn't know she smoked
No.
cigarettes until
Dude,
the
we
ticket?
had no idea.
Bro,
it was
that's-
wild that I had no idea too, because I'm usually like, you know, I'm in the kinks and the back works of the house. I know everything that's going on there, you know.
Well, and you'd figure the smell would be so strong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I guess she was just really smart about it. You know, she's smoking them away from the house in her car, tossing them out the window, getting rid of the rid of the evidence.
Dude.
You know,
But
no
dude,
evidence,
if
clean
there's anybody
crime.
that would get away with something like that, you'd be like, I was feeding the birds. And the cop would be like, all right.
It's because I'm tossing food out the window. It's like, that's not littering to me. I'm just like, these
That would
fries
be
are
your
so
angle
bad.
or something.
No, I'm actually like providing the ecosystem its natural cycle.
Like,
by
I'm
tossing it
helping
out
the
there,
farmer harvest the corn.
Whatever's out there that's going to eat that butt end of the fry is going to, you know.
Dude, you know what's crazy is if you throw a cigarette out the window in a place like California or Colorado, or I think California because it's just dry there. I don't know about Colorado, but like you could light a whole field on fire.
Dude, yeah.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
Here, you don't have to really worry about that.
I was in the car with somebody one time when they got pulled over for throwing a cigarette out the window. It was hilarious because I actually like saw it all happen in slow motion to myself. I was like, I saw the cop pull up behind us, and my buddy was smoking a cigarette driving. We were down in Maryland, and he just rolled the window down, and I couldn't even get a word out. But I was good. I was going to say something, but I was like, you know what? I'll let it play out.
What?
Yeah, because I was like, you know, it's his rule, his car, his rule.
True.
What was he going to do with the cigarette anyway, you know? So he threw it out the window, and, like, the cop, man, gave him a really hard time. He didn't give him a ticket, but he made him get out of his car and go pick it up.
What?
Yeah,
How far back was it?
He was, like, in the middle of the road.
And he actually went to go pick it up?
Yeah, he was like, if you pick it up, then I won't give you a ticket right now.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
it's a
and
great
he was
deal.
just like, so, like, we were out there in the middle of the road looking for the cigarette. He was like,
But
"Come
like,
on,
I'll
man."
help now.
He was like, come on, man, help me. And I was just like, you know, I look at the cop. I was like, isn't this ridiculous? And he was
You
like-
would be. You'd be taking
Yeah.
the cop's side.
Well, I mean, it's a funny story. Way back, I worked at Papa John's, right? And I'm over here. I'm like 18 years old. You know, I actually really wanted to work at Papa John's. It was like
why there versus
because
Pizza
I
Hut?
like their pizza and I like their garlic sauce. And
You
I was
like it
just
better than Pizza Hut and Domino's?
I did at the time. I do.
You feeling differently now?
One time in Maryland, I had the best pizza ever, and it was from a Pizza Hut.
Dude, Pizza Hut is the best.
Dude,
I think.
it was like absolutely the best pizza I have ever had in my life. Granted, that Pizza Hut's no longer around.
A lot of them
It's
aren't.
like a thrift store now and still has the same building shape, but
yeah.
But
A
anyway,
lot of them shut down. There's a lot of Expresses now.
yeah. You find them in Targets. you know?
Yeah.
Some sick stuff. I went to a
Highways.
Target. It's so sick too. Like you got to lie when you're buying them. You're like, my wife, she's pregnant. I need 3. You know, and they're just like, right. I go in the car and I eat 2, and then I get home and I pick at the third one like a vulture. You know,
Yeah.
in the desert on a carcass.
Remember when we got like 2 each?
Dude,
on
yeah,
the
that was like a
highway?
thing. Yeah, we used to get them on the way to New York. It was hilarious.
It was so
to me
good.
because like we're getting these like B grade or C grade
Yeah.
pizzas, and like we're going to like the city that's known for like the best pizza ever.
But the thing is, when we would get there, we would still eat more pizza. We'd get more.
Yeah, we would
pizza
get a
there.
slice like every like couple blocks. When we first went there, we were eating a lot of pizza, but then like after
Yeah.
after like our 8th or 9th trip, we were just like, yeah, we're done with this. Give us $1 slice. We're out of here.
I know. You got like some fancy eggplant pizza.
No. It was
Zucchini.
artichoke.
Whatever.
Artichoke pizza. It's famous, and like this guy was judging me. I mean, like
Bro, it was oozing. It was falling. It was literally hitting.
it wasn't that bad. It was good slice of pizza, but it was messy for sure, and it was a little pricey, and no cash. I thought it was bizarre that they were like card only.
Yeah,
It was like
being in New York.
pre-COVID too, so it was like bizarre, you know?
Yeah, well, also just New York. I feel everything could be
Yeah,
cash
it's like
or should
cash.
be.
It's like, dude, you want this off the books, man. You don't want
Right.
to keep track of how many slices you're selling.
That's
but,
crazy. Okay, wait. So you were working at Papa John's.
So yeah, I'm working at Papa John's, 18-year-old me, right?
Yeah.
Fresh off, you know, I'm like about to go to college or whatever, and just a normal day, and the GM comes in, and he was like known for being like an asshole. He would come in and he'd like start yelling at everyone, you know, just like cursing at everyone, you know,
yeah.
for no reason. And you're just like, dude, can you even do this? You know, you're trying to figure that out. But by the time like he comes in hot, and he was just like, I'm the only one standing there. I'm standing there pretending to fold boxes,
Okay. Yeah.
right? To like, because they're making pizzas. It's Friday night, and he was just like, "You outside and pick fucking cigarettes." right? And I was just like, you know, well, I'll be, you know. I was just like, you know, I was offended. So then I go out there and I start picking up the cigarettes, right? And it's like
With your hands?
Yeah, there's like 1,000 of them out there, right? And it was ridiculous. And I picked one up, right? And he comes out and he's like, "Wait a minute, do you smoke cigarettes?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Drop that."
What?
Yeah. And I went back inside, and then he came back inside and he started yelling again. He's like, "Who the fuck smokes cigarettes?" And like he grabbed like. Everybody raised their hand except for me. It was hilarious because, like, obviously when you're working at Papa John's, like, you're smoking cigarettes. Like, they had all been there for 2-3 years. Like,
right.
Maybe if I had worked there a little bit longer, maybe I'd start smoking cigarettes, you know? But anyway, they're all out there picking up cigarettes, and he goes, and, like, it's wild. The GM turns to him and he goes, "My bad about that."
I apologize.
Yeah, like, he was, like, all calm and soft. Like, he was just being a nice guy, like, good cop, bad cop. And he was like, "I got something for you." Like, he made it seem like, "I got something for you."
Right.
You know? Like, and then he goes to his car, he comes back, and he goes, "What size hoodie are you?" Right? Like, and I was just like, "Probably like a large." And he's like, "Well, I got a double XL. Here you go, buddy." I was just like, "Okay." And like, he tossed it to me, and it was like a Papa John's embroidered hoodie.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a cool hoodie. And I was just like, cool. And I threw it right on. And then, like, it was like a glitch around the uniform, like, because like then you didn't have to. Yeah, I mean, well,
and it's Papa John's.
You didn't have to tuck your shirt in. You just throw the hoodie on.
Right.
But anyway, it was just funny. Everybody was envious of me.
Yeah, because you got yelled at and he like apologized and gave you a gift.
It was funny
to
get that. Yeah.
That's very strange.
I mean, pretty anticlimactic story, but
it's something you would get away with. That's like the exact type of situation you'd get out of.
It was so cool that I got out of it from that. I was just like, man, cool.
Unbelievable. Gas prices.
Yeah.
Do you know what people are doing now? They're drilling through cars, so you don't even have to like open the tank to steal gas. There's something out now where you can drill through a car and suck the gas out that way, and it messes up your whole. It's like $1,000 to get your whole tank replaced. You have to get the whole like inner tank replaced if somebody does that to your car. Isn't that crazy?
It is, and you know what? I mean, I can't say shutting down that pipeline to Canada did all this, but I mean,
wait, what pipeline?
I mean, we almost had a pipeline going to Canada. I mean, like, granted, I don't know the logistics of it and what it would have ruined or did, but like, I was hearing rumors gas would have been at like 30 cents if we had this pipeline. They found a bunch of gas up in like Canada.
But I guess it's not ours. It's still Canadian gas.
Oh, they were going to work with us. They're like, "Hey, howdy, neighbor. We're going to build a pipeline."
So what soured the deal?
I don't know. I think the new president came in and just...
Wow.
I don't know, though. I mean, I don't know any of the logistics. I don't know politics like that, but...
I know. I'm only just getting into politics now. I'm like trying to understand.
Yeah, I heard you have that new Donald Trump app you were telling me about.
Yeah, I guess I'll say it on it. Dude, they shut his app down.
I don't even know what it's called still. What did you say it was?
Well, he has a new one, but it's called Getter. The old one was Getter.
And you had it?
Dude, I signed up for it. Yeah, I didn't even know. It just was like, it had some like great tagline that was about like freedom of thought and expression. I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then I get in there, I'm like, man, why is there like all these like politicians?
Like Ben Shapiro's emailing you all of a sudden. You're like, what's going on here?
And I would get those notifications like Ben Shapiro is now on Getter. You know, Rogan was on Getter. That's what made me get on. I was like, oh, wow, he's on it. And then after being on it for a little while, I was like, all right, this can't be good. Like I started getting all their emails and stuff. It was a lot.
Political emails are like the most pathetic emails of all time. And it's sad that
it's not good, yeah.
Millions of Americans are probably getting them. I mean, like, dude, I've gotten emails from both parties begging for money.
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane, man. It's just insane. They're like, donate now, be a top donator, and just what does that even mean? Like,
yeah, I know. I never understood
it's like
that.
I'm walking like, what do I get? Like a little patch? I put it on my chest and walk around and tell everyone about it. Like, I don't know. It's bizarre.
It's crazy because like donations in politics, I feel only matter at the higher level where like you pay. Like if I donated $1 million to you, that'd be a big deal, right?
Yeah.
You'd remember me,
yeah.
And I'd have some like, you know, like
maybe depends on how much money I already had. Like, say if I was a quadrillionaire and you gave me $1 million, I'd be like, huh, well. Misbah only gave me $1 million.
True.
You know, that scumbag.
But that's what I'm saying is these emails, like everyday people donating, it doesn't matter. It's like you donate $5, $20. I mean,
yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess it just adds up.
I mean, it does add up. Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, oh.
But like, you don't get.
They're not even doing anything. They're just like false promises. It seems like one of them had something like.
That's true. Yeah, you don't have a guarantee,
dude. It was ridiculous. Like one I had from Melania Trump. She was like, "I have a secret to tell you, Ryan." You know, and
bro, I was getting those kind of emails
and I was
too.
just like, "Huh?" I was like.
You were like, tell me.
I was like, who's getting these? And like, who's believing this? Like, and then like I'd get one from Biden. And he's like, me and Kamala are gonna be down at the shipyard. Meet us there. And it's just like, I'm like, yo, like, what's going on here? Like, why do you want to meet me? You know, it's just sketchy to me. You know, I was like, I don't want to run into Biden and Kamala at the shipyard. You know, it just seems like a bad idea.
It's so funny, but like,
or like Melania for a secret. Like, that's not good.
It got you to open it, though.
Of course, I opened it and read it. You know, I read it like a story, man. I was like, whoa, like, what is going on here? I was like, there was like a donation button at the bottom. It was like, be our top donor.
Wow. Do you even get anything for donating? Like, or do you just
I don't
get to
know.
say
I've never
it?
done it, so.
Maybe we will one day. Maybe we'll be rich enough where we donate.
Recently, I think Rogan was talking about donations on his podcast and like how much of what goes where and like whatnot. What's fair? As like him and Joey Diaz were talking about it, like what's fair and what most. And
like profit, non-profit.
Yeah,
and
Diaz
stuff?
said he would be cool with 50-50. Like you donate $100, 50 goes to like the organization running, and then 50 goes to like the charity.
That's not bad.
It's not bad, but like it should be a little bit more. I think.
I think so. Yeah. Well, what is it really?
It's probably.
Do you know?
They said most companies are way worse. It's like 16% is going to like the actual charity.
Right.
And the rest is going to administrative costs.
Yeah. Geez, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But how do you even vet? You can't really vet that, I guess.
Of course you can. How can I find out that 16% are going to to the actual charity and the rest are going to administrative costs? It's like, I don't know. They could really just create an organization, like another government organization that, vets all these companies. But I mean, like,
tough times.
What
if we got into the business?
We don't want to get into that business.
Yeah, we don't.
What? Then you're going to be like, it's so bizarre. Ryan was at the gym and he had a heart attack. And it was just like heart attack, right? Yeah. And it was like everything was fine though.
Yeah, we'd be targets.
Of course. Or it's like Ryan got stabbed, but all of his valuables were found on him. And it was like, it was just like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's amazing.
You've done too much is what you figured out.
That's got to be crazy where you got to like hire security guards. Like, how could you even trust a security guard? Like, that's the thing with me. If I hired security, I'd have a hard time trusting the security, I feel.
Why?
I don't know, because I feel like they could be easily coerced.
To what?
I don't know. To turn on
Kidnap you?
Or, yeah.
You think you're that high profile enough to be like a kidnappable target in the future?
We're playing it out, Ryan, as if I was.
Like, man, like, what do you think you're going to get into where you think
I don't know, man.
Like, mad
running non-profits, clearly. That might be the next move, and I don't know. We got to hire a whole team, Have you ever heard Kevin Hart's joke on that, where he's like, he's sitting near like I'm not going to do it. He sits near the window and he's like, he has like it's like when he first got a security team and he's like, I'm not famous enough to have a security team. He's like, I'm the kind of famous where like somebody comes up to the window and like puts their dick up against the glass, and just starts like dancing and stuff versus like a sniper. He's like, I got a type of security team.
Yeah,
like,
that's really
the sniper.
funny, yeah.
Like I'm preparing for like a sniper to shoot at me or something. But the weird thing is, like years later, now he is that kind of famous. Yeah. Well, like, you know what I mean? He kind of can't just go alone anywhere.
Isn't it shocking we haven't seen like more of that, like the John Lennon type situation?
What happened to John Lennon?
A fan obsessed so much that they just like showed up at John Lennon's house and like killed him.
What?
Yeah, how did you not hear this?
That's how John Lennon died?
Yeah.
Wow, that's scary. Well, didn't you watch True Story? Kevin Hart's show.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
No, I don't. We talked about this.
Oh, no,
and
yeah,
I'm pretty
You
sure
said this
you
is like
have
a real
it.
drama show. Yeah, no, I haven't
It's
seen
so
this.
funny that you bring this up because, like...
It's on Netflix?
Yeah.
I have Netflix now. What's it called?
The scenario you just described, dude, that's like the show. There's a fan who becomes obsessed with him, and it leads to crazy places.
Wow.
That's why I thought
he
you were...
dies at the end?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I figured it out, yeah.
Well,
Spoiler.
I didn't really ruin it.
You
if you're
did.
still
You gave
gonna
it to
watch
me. I saw. I read it in your eyes.
I'm actually very surprised you haven't still watched this.
Well, I know the ending now.
No, it's not. I didn't tell you the ending.
But I know it though.
Wesley Snipes is in this too.
He's a good actor.
It's kind of a crazy.
I like Wesley Snipes.
It's very like
You know Blade.
yeah.
I have the actual Blade sword in my room.
Oh, like real.
I'll go get it. But yeah, there's Blade. Shout out
You got
Blade.
the DVDs.
Yeah, I got
Wow.
the DVDs. Cool display, but yep.
You know, these are like the movies I've watched like thousands of times, but I have no idea what it's about.
It's kind of crazy, huh? Though real sword.
Wait, hold on.
Whoa. Whoa.
Is it real?
Of
Yo,
course
it looks
is.
real.
It's
Wow,
heavy.
it's got some weight to it.
Of course
Jeez.
it does. I mean, he killed vampires with it.
Dude, what? Is this sharp too?
It's very sharp.
I was gonna touch it, but maybe
Yeah.
not. Does this have a case, or you just leave it around?
We'll
like
just
this?
leave it around in case somebody breaks in. Don't break into my house. You know, you might get the blade sword.
Where do you keep this in your room?
Just
Under the bed?
right by my bedside.
Under or like right?
No.
Dude, you could step
Arm's
on
reach.
this.
Yeah. I mean, but it's flat. It's a sword. If I kick it, ugh.
I don't know, man. This is yeah. It's got some. I thought it was blood at the end.
It might be.
It's rust.
Yeah, that's just poison. So it's like if I cut somebody, you know, they get gangrene and die.
That's funny. It's like you get blood on here from using it too much, and rust from not using it enough.
Don't talk about rust. You know, I'm trying to sell that.
Well, it's good. It means it hasn't been used in a way. Who would want to
no rust
use
on
sword?
here? You know,
That's evidence.
it's a cool sword, huh?
It is cool. It's
Blade.
very scary for sure.
Definitely scary, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it's the idea of a sword is nice, but I don't know if I could actually use it if it came down to it.
I don't know.
It's
Back in the
too
day,
much.
you don't think you'd be wielding a sword?
Well,
That's what
of course
they say,
that
wield it. You'd wield it.
yeah, you'd have to
you know?
sharpen it.
No,
yeah.
no, wielding means like you'd carry it around. Like,
Oh.
yeah,
I thought wielding
wield
meant
a
like
sword.
sharpen.
No, I think it's you wield one. You wield one. I don't know
See,
if I'm saying it right.
No, isn't it called a sheath? You sheath your sword?
No, you put it in a sheath. The sheath is like the case for the sword.
The wielding is the action. Of taking it out.
He wields a sword, you know?
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
He carries it around. And he's like, He goes
Well-
into battle wielding a sword.
Of course, back then I would have it. I feel like you'd have to.
You think you can carry a sword? They're pretty heavy.
They are pretty
like,
heavy.
yeah, this one was light, you know? They didn't have blade swords back then. They were big broadswords.
Dude, people must have had like.
I don't even think I could carry a sword back then. That's why I'm asking you, you know? Like,
Dude, people must have had bad backs and hips and stuff from carrying it on one side like that.
what do you think you would have done to avoid being a sword guy?
Yeah, you'd have to do.
You know,
something.
you gotta be like, oh man, sorry, I make belts.
I'd have to do something smart like math.
Oh yeah, wow! Look at you! You just resulted math.
Yeah.
Right? He jumped into math right away. He's like, man, I gotta
I'd
go back to
learn
my roots.
Yeah, I'd have to. I'd
Back to my
something.
roots. He had a flashback to when he was like a kid, and he was just getting, you know, no dinner until you complete your math homework, Misbah.
Yeah, nothing physical. Just give me something mental a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a bookkeeper. They had bookkeepers back then.
A bookkeeper? You'd be a bookkeeper?
It's an
The
accountant.
keeper
I
of
think,
books?
Yeah. Maybe government. What if I got involved in government?
I'd be writing books back then. Like, I'd be a con man for sure back then, you know? I'd definitely die from being like a con artist.
You'd be like a pickpocketer.
Yeah, I'd be like some sort of I'd be like Littlefinger in Game of Thrones.
Littlefinger. Who's that? The dwarf.
No. He was like a little like conniver. He had a bunch of whorehouses.
Yeah. That's That's him.
No,
No?
not the dwarf. No.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know.
Yeah, he's got like
yeah.
a weird mustache.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like talks a little proper.
Yeah. He's a little
Yeah.
creepy looking.
He's creepy.
Yeah. He's like
I wouldn't be as creepy looking, I don't think.
He's sounding. He sounds like
He sounded real
creepy.
creepy. He's like, oh, what are you going to do?
Right. Yeah.
And he's like putting a little emphasis on how he was saying it. I don't know.
Have you watched the new Star Wars thing? Boba Fett?
I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, wasn't for me.
Okay, never mind. Then I haven't watched it. I was going to though.
Yeah.
I got into what's the one?
It's
before?
because I work with a guy who's like big on Star Wars, and I like to pick apart Star Wars to him.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to like break
Yeah.
it down. But I watched that Mandalorian.
I enjoy that.
That was
It's
good.
pretty good. It's not even over yet.
What?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you're
it's
right.
Continuing.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I haven't seen any of the other Star Wars, so that was kind of
No.
that was my break in. That was good. I don't think I'm gonna watch the other Star Wars, to be
No,
honest.
it's not for you.
No, The Mandalorian was enough. I was like, this is good.
It really isn't though. I mean, like it has stuff from that.
See, like I need to watch it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Of course,
all the way.
I mean, yeah, you got to take your time. It's going to be a long time. Maybe do it on May 4th.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, I might do that. Might even dress up, Ryan. You don't know.
Dress up as what?
Yoda.
You think you'd be like the Sith, or you'd be like a Jedi?
The Sith is the one with the hat on, the helmet on.
No, the Sith is like the bad guys.
No, of course I wouldn't be that.
Wow, you just like think you'd be a good guy, huh?
Yeah. What do you mean? I love how you, in your mind, I was the what's it called? The protagonist, the antagonist.
I don't know.
Automatically. What would you be?
I think I'd be probably easily a good guy, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But like a Jedi or what's the other one? Jedi is like without the helmet, right?
I'd probably be a Jedi, but then transfer to the dark side once they like gave me a better offer. That's like some sick stuff, you know. I would do that.
Like Darth Vader is not a Jedi.
Speaking of Darth Vader, I got his autograph up there,
Real?
sitting right behind me. Yeah, James Earl Jones.
That's the real guy?
Well, there's two people that played Darth Vader. I don't know if you knew this.
I've heard
There's
of
a
this,
German
yeah.
white dude who actually wore the costume,
Okay.
and then there was James Earl Jones who did the voice.
But he wasn't in the costume?
No, never.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Not really. Just James Earl Jones' voice was just so much better.
But why didn't he just go in the suit then at the same time? It's funny you'd need two people to do that.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. They liked how the guy looked in the suit.
Yeah, I guess.
I think they actually shot it with him and his voice, and then they were just like, we don't like how his voice is.
Oh, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, and then they dubbed it, and then like they just kept it like that. Like they were just like, all right, we'll keep using you for Darth Vader, and he's gonna keep doing the voice.
That's gotta be
Imagine in
kind
a
of...
movie. I mean, like it's cool and bad at the same time because you're like,
Right.
I have to go here and say nothing ever.
But that's so much less pressure. But it's more pressure because your body language is now judged even more. So like you can't mess up on a take.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have anything to say. How could you mess up?
Yeah.
You walk wrong, or like an action thing. I don't know.
Type of guy who just drives home in silence for sure.
Yeah. That's it. Where are we at? How are we doing on?
I think that's gonna do it for us, man.
That is right. Dude, I'm so blind. I can't see all the way over there.
Yeah. Well, you know what gave it away?
Huh.
Your glasses. Yeah.
Dude, by the time we're like old, I'm gonna have those.
Dude, what's
like,
horrible
Steve
is it's
Urkel
like,
glasses.
I've like failed eye test. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. How do you not have glass? Can you see though?
Well, the last like 3 eye tests I took, I just listened to the guy who went before me. The classic Space Cowboys trick.
Wait, you just made up the like you just repeated what you heard?
Yes. They
And
were like,
how-
read line 7, and he's just like A F D C A 9 7, and you're just like, you know, you just repeat it back.
But like you when you were taking it, you couldn't see what was there.
No, but you obviously, it's like a game. You know, you want to read the lowest line you can because everybody's in line watching you, and they want to be impressed. And if you could burn through a line, you know, you look like a cool guy.
Wait, who's watching you? I didn't know there were people watching.
Like an eye doctor.
They watch you?
Well, I mean, the last time I went was like for an experimental facial lotion.
Oh my gosh, you are kidding me.
Back when I was doing those.
This is so funny. Ryan would sign up for all these research studies on paste, razors, and all
I was
sorts.
on Craigslist. I would even do,
It was on Craigslist you got these?
dude, yeah, there was like a handful of them. I probably made over $1,000 on those.
That's amazing. And you got a lot of
On
free
the
razors.
studies, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that, but you know, on the studies I did well, and then on the focus groups.
That's the thing. You had focus groups.
Focus groups are cool. The last one I tried to get into, like, I got into an argument with the lady who runs them. It was crazy. We were in emails, and she said I
Typical.
didn't email her fast enough. Or she was claiming she didn't get my email, and I was like, right.
For what? What like?
It was like a $300 focus group that would have paid via Venmo.
Oh, they pay you.
Yeah, to just like sit with a group of people, and they just ask you questions, and you just be like present. Yeah.
You just be present.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
great.
I'll never forget the one I joined. This guy, like, we all joined, right? And the requirements, they sent them to us prior. It was like, you have to have your camera on in a well-lit room,
Okay.
and you can't be doing anything else.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, not a problem. So like I used like a day of PTO. And I just sat there and like we all get into this room and there's like 12 of us in there and like the one guy is sitting in a pitch black room, right?
Of course.
Yeah, dude, it was dude, it was hilarious. It was so like ominous too, because like he was like sitting by a window so you could see his silhouette, and you're just like, what is this guy doing, And like all you're thinking is like, is this guy about to F up like $200 for me? Because like they're gonna pay you $200 to sit here for 3 hours. Like that's great money.
Right.
You're sitting on your computer, And so the proctor comes on and she's just like, James, is there any way you can get some more light in that room? And like James got like all offended, It was like an older dude, you could tell, because like he just had a raspy voice. He's like, what do you want me to do? He said,
what a response.
Yeah, he's like, the computer's near like the window and that's all I got. And it was just like, and like we're all thinking to ourselves like, what, you have no power in your house? But like you obviously do, because
right.
your PC's on. It's just like we were all trying to figure it out.
He was being stubborn.
Dude, it went on for like 5 to 6 minutes, and then eventually she was like, well, we're going to have to end this if James can't get some light on in his room.
Wait, because of one person?
Yeah. She was literally going to end the focus group and be like, we can't do this. Like, and then James out of nowhere just like walked over and flicked the light on and just it was like some like ugly looking dude, but yeah, I mean, it's like,
that's the worst.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that he could have done that the whole time.
I know, he just could have did it, and it was just like, bro, it's like, come on, man.
Wow. Well, hey, there you go. If you need some money, it's something you can do. Yeah. Well, it's been a tough time.
It's been a tough time.
Make sure to rate, review, subscribe wherever you're at.
We'll be back soon for another episode.
Until then.
Boom.